Hi guys, Ben here. We're gonna start a new zoo called Tropolis, original name, but it's not. But I'm not that creative with zoo names. So let's see if we can maintain a franchise on a difficult level. So here we go. And it doesn't work. Oh, slow start. So for what I've noticed is that a lot of guys try to franchise, and a lot of difficulties come up where paths are being filthy all the time. Parks are going bankrupt because they grow too big. Maybe with some too expensive animals. So what I did, I made a spreadsheet with all the animals, and I figured that you have a cheap list and all the way down to an expensive list. So I make 6 levels where the cheapest animals are being built first. So we're gonna build a petting zoo at first because it's easy to maintain. And for what I've also noticed is that you can't build from the middle of the map because then the AI is gonna start crying that people are thirsty, hunger, and so on and so on. So what we do, we're gonna start on the edge of this line for the electricity for the first shops. And from there we're going to build further up with our first exhibit. Let's make it 8 wide because that is a good path to walk on. So then we're going to put down some shops. Also, this is my first time being active on YouTube, so sorry if I'm stuttering a lot. So let's build a chief bougie first. And 1 drink. Just to keep the cash flow going. And let's do let's do a milkshake. Don't know if that has a big impact. An information center and a toilet. And now we have to choose our first animal. So we have a couple to choose from. That is animals with a reasonably small habitat, because we can start small and then expand later on. And what I want to know on the end of the video, if we want to fill up those exhibits completely, because the one animal only can have 2 of them and the other one can have 30 or 40 of them, and if you take the flamingos, 500. So I've made also a list on how big the enclosure has to be. So let me know. So for now, we're gonna choose our animals. Oh no, we first have to put down all our staff buildings, otherwise it doesn't work. So we're gonna put down a quarantine, not that far off, because then I can also use the restroom. Doctor's post, research center, a mechanical place, and a trade center. Here we go. Then let's path this one out. That's too big. This one is fine enough.
Use a lot of stuff.
Smaller. Let's connect this up first. Later on we will make this more beautiful, but I want to keep this front line empty because on a later stage people don't want to walk that far as well, I've noticed. So we're gonna put transport systems at the beginning of the park, the moment it grows, so we can put people in transit faster throughout the park. So I should have everything now. Let's see if I can buy some animals now. Here we go. Alright, so for what I'm gonna start with that attract at least some people, I think would be the peacock is pretty simple. I would say the Chinese scrub to start with, just to draw in some people. Let's see how those reputations are. 1100, and if you take that with a blue peacock, let's see. Yeah, then the Chinese animal is far more attractive, so let's start with that one. And let's have a female and a male, because it can only hold 2 animals, so 1 male, 1 female. And here we have one for 21, so let's take this one and a male. Why is the mandrill in there? Let's try again. Expensive males. You know what? Ooh, too expensive. Well, just to make a good kickstart. If people are noticing my conservation points, I've tried multiple parks already, and every one of them failed. And with this research, we're gonna try to keep that up and running on the long term. So for the Chinese, we have a closure of 230 square meters. So let's put down a door, and let's see if we can create let's see how big is this. Here 788, so this should be enough to keep them happy, small enough. So let's create a crew line, and then we're gonna let this flow around it. Again, also the best way to create a franchise park is in circles, but I'm not willing to do that on an obvious way. So what we gonna try to do is to make a main line through the park, and then make the circles with secondary lines to make it, to have it a little bit more natural look. Here we go, personnel road. Then we need a staff facility for the food. Here we go. Then hire some people, staff members. So we're going to take 1 cleaner to start with, a mechanic, no more security, that one comes later on, a vet, then make a work group out of it. So we're also going to make multiple work groups, smaller in line, so this will be the first habitat, and that will be the Chinese Bengal area. So, and we're gonna put them in. And then also for the shop workers, here we are. Because of the staff building, we're gonna put them in the same group. And let's roll the game. Scrub, here we go. Also the other animals from my old park are still in here, sorry about that. First put them in quarantine, because we don't want to have any illnesses in the park. Here we go. Oh, and I need to build a power supply. Now, for the third stage, I'm gonna put down a transformator. On a later stage, because the transformator has a huge negative influence on the people, and for what I've learned is that green energy doesn't give less or none negative influence. So if you take the solar panels, for example, you can put them next to the regular path, and then the AI doesn't have troubles with it. So let's put that one also in a work group before we forget. So, and now let the people in if they are willing to get in. Again, the square box we will change over time, but for now then we can learn what they need. Let's speed it up a little bit. And probably what I will do is to make it a little bit more beautiful off camera. So if you people want to see how I do it, then let me know in the comments, then I can make a speed build out of it. And pause it again. Quarantine, here we go. Select all, move in here, start playing again. And here they come. Perfect. Now, if I'm correct with my building, they have more than enough room to move. So we're gonna expand our main road through the park. So this would be 8 wide again. And I want to have it on the T crossing because it gives a nice fit, or it should give us a nice fit. No, of course not. Because everybody has the same problem. You know what? I will delete this one. And this one is not 8 wide. Why not? 7 wide. Well, fine with me. Then we reconnect. Then these guys won't jump. So I'm gonna lower these down so that people have a clear view of them. Let's see what they need. Pause it for a little sec. Exhibits, animal type. And here we go. So, first of all, they need water. And I also learned a lot from other zoo builders. And this tip came from Rudy Renkamel. If you want to have your animals use the whole exhibit, then place your items for the exhibit in a specific order. So your water and your food close to the entry for refilling. And then your enrichment items all over the place so that they really have to run all over your enclosure. Food. Well, there are only 2 of them, so let's put a small one next to it. So, then we need to color it a little bit. Terrain, paint. So you want to have some shorter grass. So, that's too much. Dirt or soil, let me say it that way. Like so. Tall grass out in the corners. Oh, they have too much, sorry. Stone. They want to have stone, alright. Well, maybe we can make a wall out of this line then. And the tall grass also have to leave here and here. Let's see if we can draw around. Still too much.
One short.
Short grass. Alright, done. Now let's see. A hard shelter. We could have built it together. Then I will tried it later. Hard shelter, so for now, hard shelter, just a simple one, small by the entry. Maybe to give them some privacy, I will turn it around and close it so they can hide from the people. Here we are. And let's see if we can close this down. Again, I've installed the game in a Dutch manner, so probably I will use Dutch and English words all together, so sorry about that. So, just give them at least some privacy. So, here we go. And then put some small haystacks in it. So, and enrichment items. This one in front so people can enjoy them a little bit better. Let's see. Let's stop building. So this is all green. Plants, alright, that is where we come up next. Asian continent. Nature. Continent, Asia. And tropical. So let's see, just to give them a little what they need. Like so. Alright, that is just about it. Now I like the way you can cover the whole area up 100%, so you can make the enclosure as you want it to be, and not like how the game it wants to be, just would have 2 trees and then the animal is already happy. So we can make a really nice habitat about this one. Let's see, then we need this one, just to educate people more. So let's start with 2 screens. Now 1 speaker in the middle should be fine for now. Let's just put up so. And then from here we can give it a certain area. Now I wonder if the louder I set it, if the animals will get frustrated about it, but we will see in time. Then we need bins, because people like to throw their stuff on the ground anyway. That's something we don't want. That is facilities, benches, bins, and let's put down the green one. And of course it starts to snow, the one thing the scrub animal doesn't like. So. And some benches. Of course people are getting tired. Also next to the shops. And not to forget to make money, some donation deposits. So let's put them one in the middle. This one can be a little bit more to the side. No, I just want to move that completely. so. And probably because of the snow, a heater now as well. Not really a good start to begin with, but here we go. And then let's put it on, let's say 15 degrees. Let's see what the minimum requires are. 12 to 14 degrees, so that should be fine. 14 is just on the edge, so let's put it on 18. And now we have to wait for a little bit. First of all, because it's dark. Always nice to build. Let's see the achievements. If we have managed to get one already, we need to educate for at least 4% on the Chinese Pangal. So that's now 1%. So let's see what time will bring us. Adopt. This is something I'm not gonna do because we want to work with exhibits instead of glass boxes. And the 300 people shouldn't be a problem either. And already a lot of trash, so let's place another couple of bins just in case. These ones, I don't know why, but I use the green ones because everybody most of the time uses them, except for in sandbox mode. Alright, it stopped snowing. Would be nice to have some mountains and all later on. I'm also gonna try to implement some techniques of Mike Sheets, that is the guy that rescued a couple of zoos with a specific method. And let's see if we can do the same to make our park a little bit more beautiful than just smashing down some stuff and square boxes. So, still minus, just keep going. Maybe we're gonna hire another cleaner. Here we go. Assign that one to the first group as well. Off we go. So again, at the beginning, we're going to use small exhibits with cheap animals and animals that require less financing on their food schedules. So what I did, I made 6 tiers divided by from my side a couple of colors. And here we go, into the green numbers. So, what we could do is maybe prep. We have a gift challenge being accomplished. Here we go. That is 500 bucks. Thank you. Is to think about how we want to start, because I want to also give it a natural look. So from here I want to start some rivers going out to have a natural look. So with these trees we're gonna save them, but move them around a little bit. Here we go. And we will move those towards here. And then we're gonna pick out how much do we go in the plus, 1,000, that should be fine. Facilities, then we take the monorail, then just place it, start the track, and let's see if we can make a nice shape out of it. Just for the park, so it also includes some bridges and nice landscaping. Like so. And then let's give us a little bit more terrain out here for our transport systems. And then the river will disappear in this angle here. So, then what we do, we're gonna remove this one. So, then finishing it up. And then let's pull it down. Just a little bit. Because we still want to see our tracks. And otherwise we just follow the line. We will just follow the line. Let's dig it out. Not too big. Let's see, this is nice. Does it fit water yet? No. Well, then probably because of the monorail it doesn't fit yet. So let's flatten to foundation, smaller angle. Let's follow the line. So. And then the moment we go down deeper and deeper into the park, we also include some hill work. I'm not gonna go insanely high. Again, this is a franchise mode and not a free build. So I have also a sandbox mode park opened up, where I just finished one of my concepts in arts building what is established in Valencia, Spain. But that are projects we are not doing out here. This is just to bring as much animals into the park with a good profit and then stay profitable. Here we go. And I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm not going deep enough, I guess. Or it is hilly out here as well. That would be a pity then. Let's flatten the surface on the whole area. Drag it from here. So. Smaller again. So. And from here we have to make a little hill or something where the water comes out. Not that's really original, but... And now let's remove this one and let's see if it's Gonna fill up. And here we go. We have a nice creek with water. Not far enough, so let's follow the line from here. Also, I need to keep track of my people, what they want. No security, still a lot of trash in the park. Or litter, sorry to say that. So. Now, this should be fine now. The creek is now completed. Yes, creek is complete. That is nice. Sorry about that. We have another achievement. No. So first of all, personnel has no security. Alright, then let's just hire one, because how much do we earn? 3,000 in the plus, so that should be fine. Personnel, security. Let's add him to the first group. Now the bigger this group gets, we have to switch out our rest room for a bigger one. And then probably multiples, because they all gonna have their breaks at the same time, so they don't have split times, or at least in my case that's always the case. Let's see if everything is in. Everything is still in. All right. Add this one, and yeah, now the cleaners have to do their work. So let's see where the negative impact is. At the beginning, and that is something the cleaner doesn't want to go, then let's help him. Where are you? Cleaner. You. Where are you? All the way down there is fine, but no people are coming there, so move, clean this, and keep the people happy. Alright, why are you in a box? Get out. You're still happy, everything 100%, that is good.
I think you got a baby.
And let's see. And she's already pregnant, so that is nice. Now we also have to take care of inbreeding. That is, on a small scale, that is not a problem, but the larger the park gets, then it will be passed for a couple of times, just to keep everything maintained. So yeah, this is my first setup. I think I will do some off-camera beautification. So if you're interested, I will see you next time. Bye bye.